Dear friends, let me tell you an ancient story. Once upon a time, in a grand and prosperous kingdom, there ruled a kind and just king named Eric. His people adored him, for he was not only wise but also compassionate. Under his reign, the land flourished, and no one went hungry or suffered unjustly. However, despite his many blessings, there was one sorrow that weighed heavily upon his heart. He and his beloved queen, Lysara, had no children. Years passed, and the king tried every known remedy, consulted the greatest healers, and sought the blessings of wise sages, yet fate remained unyielding. Despair gripped his heart, for he longed for an heir to carry on his legacy. One day, in an attempt to find solace, King Eric rode deep into the enchanted forest for a hunting expedition. As he ventured through the dense woods, he came across an old man, frail and shivering with hunger. Without hesitation, the king dismounted his horse and offered the man his own cloak. He then shared his food and water, tending to the old man's needs with great care. Once the man regained his strength, he looked at the king with gratitude. "Your Majesty, you have shown me kindness beyond measure. Tell me, is there anything I can do for you?" King Eric sighed deeply. "There is nothing you can do, old man. But if you wish to help, pray for me. For many years, I have longed for a child, but it seems my fate is sealed." The old man's eyes gleamed with wisdom. "Perhaps fate is not as unyielding as you think. I am a herbalist, and I possess knowledge of rare and powerful remedies. I shall prepare a special medicine for your queen." He gathered 7 rare herbs and wrapped them in 7 emerald green leaves. Handing them to the king, he instructed, "Your queen must eat 1 leaf each day for 7 days. She must believe in the magic of these leaves, and with patience, she will receive the blessing she longs for." The king thanked the old man and returned to his palace. Queen Lysara, trusting her husband's faith, followed the instructions carefully, eating 1 leaf each day. However, on the 7th day, the final leaf slipped from her hands and fell to the ground. In her haste, she stepped on it, crushing half of it. She ate what remained, hoping that the medicine would still work. Months later, the queen joyfully announced that she was with child. In time, she gave birth to 7 sons. The kingdom erupted in celebration, and the royal family was filled with joy. The princes were strong, intelligent, and full of life. They grew up to be tall and valiant, except for the youngest one, Damian, who was half the size of his brothers. His brothers made fun of him. They did not want him to join their activities. Damian was small, so his brothers called him Moiety. His elder siblings rode mighty horses while he rode an ibex, swift and nimble. Alright guys, that's it for now. Watch episode 2 for what happened next. Stay tuned.